Hello, welcome to another recording session. Today I'm actually going to be going over some notes of some different teams that I feel as though have a lot of potential. So instead of rambling today, I'm just going to go over my team for this video. It's going to be specifically revolving around this archetype and this team. I hope it does broaden everybody's horizons and helps you guys try out some new things. But today I'm going to be heavily revolving around Archaludon. So yes, it is going to be a very heavily centered rain core. My core is actually going to revolve around a little bit of Trick Room, a little bit of Tailwind, but mostly just a really hefty balance involving keeping Archaludon alive with screens, Sinistra, Intimidate Pressure, and being able to just switch in and out to where we can create the beneficial moment for our bridge. So without further ado, I'll just go over the spreads. This spread is actually something that I just kind of ran through the damage calculator for myself. It is more along the lines of just being able to always live a Landorus Eye Earth Power with the Life Orb. So effectively speaking, you're gonna have to double up onto my Archaludon to be able to take any knockouts on it. So it's I like the build. I like it a lot. The biggest thing that I might run into for a problem is it not being able to what's the best way to put this? Deal enough damage, I guess, is the best way I can say it. So, but next up is just a very standard, really brainless Grimmsnarl. I just want to be able to live some special attacks. So that's really my idea. Grimmsnarl is really not meant to stay on the field for too long. But if it's filled with a bunch of special attackers like Raging Bolt going around right now, it can sit there really, really nicely with max HP and max special defense. The 4 for attack, I know it might be a little bit better in defense, but the 4 for attack will really help the parting shots do just enough to where I feel a little bit more comfortable. This is also going to be a really bulky Incineroar with Citrus Berry. Of course, the idea is to just switch in and out, like I was saying. There will be some differences in spreads that I will probably try. Like Gouging Fire with Booster Energy is probably super solid in this slot as well. But I just wanted to play with a bulky Incineroar. I have a buddy that's actually playing with a team that's kind of similar to this. Just a lot of different spreads. And probably a bit of a better balance core. But in all honesty, like, I just want to make sure that, you know, I have support if physical attackers are coming in and they're really heavily relied on. Incineroar can support with that. Instead of Choice Scarf Urshifu, I'm actually just going to go with a bulky, really slow Mystic Water Urshifu. Biggest reason why is so it can pair if I think the Trick Room can be a good call. So it'll just be able to capitalize off of Trick Room, and Archaludon's quite slow as well. It can also capitalize off of Tailwind with this 107 base speed to tie max speed Dragapults. So I'm just running a standard big root Sinistra, Terra Fairy, just because of all of the dark Urshifus running around. I think Fairy is one of the best typings right now for a Terra type. And just a standard Focus Sash, max speed, max special attack Pelipper, with Tailwind, Hurricane, Wide Guard, and Weather Ball. Alright, so we're going to hop in. Right now on the ladder, I want to see where I'm at as we're waiting for our battle. So, yep, we're right here, 1635. So, we'll get to see this team with hopefully the best of the best. Sadly, when it kind of takes a little bit of time, it most likely means that I'm versing somebody a little bit lower on the ladder. But in all honesty, I don't really mind. Anything above 1400, really, the players are phenomenal. So, it really just does depend on, like, I guess the consistency of the cores that you're playing against. So, like I said, enough rambling. I like to ramble a lot, but I hope this video does give you guys some ideas for maybe some additions to your guys' cores. So for right now, just looking at this team, I really like Archaludon here. So I am going to be just building, you know, of course, like I said, with my Archaludon. And to give this video a little bit of credit for its nice little background ambiance. But what I'm gonna do right now is we are gonna set screens. We are gonna really heavily try to set up our Archaludon. go for Pelipper stuff, because I can immediately just Parting Shot with Grimmsnarl. They might lead with Incineroar, which is absolutely fine. If they lead with Incineroar, I'm okay with it. And I'm just going to go Sinistra. I'm going to really just heavily focus on trying to get my Archaludon where it needs to be. So here we go. I'm immediately going to Terra Grass and just try to Electro Shot, and then Parting Shot into a Moongus so that I can... Oh, okay. Yeah, we're perfectly fine with this. So, yep, we do see the sleep into Grimmsnarl. However, I don't need to switch yet, and I can just kind of spam. Like, even though they're going to go for most likely a Flare Blitz, they just go for Parting Shot. Okay. But I'm not super threatened by this. It's got Pollen Puff to be able to output damage right now, so I'm not super scared of it. Yeah, and max special defense. Grimmsnarl loves that kind of stuff. I am actually just going to let Archaludon just start doing its thing. So let's see what we got here. The Calm Mind comes out from Fluttermane, which is a bit scary, but the thing that I'm really trying to do is I just want to make sure that I can mitigate offensive pressure. So what we're going to do here, I think just going for the double up into Urshifu is probably my best play. Urshifu is going to just go for the KO onto Archaludon. And we do live, which is incredible. How much damage did we take from that Moonblast? We took 39. It's going to be close. But I think I might be able to take it. I'm going to go into Sinistra. Ooh, I'm not going to be able to, I don't think. Oh, that's unfortunate. But at least we know for this next bit of the battle. So now what I can do is we are going to go for the... We'll just go Hurricane. You've got Shadow Ball, right? So I'm just going to go Hurricane and switch into Grimmsnarl. Ooh, okay. I don't mind that. Alright, sweet. I'm going to try to see if I can get some quick wake-ups. If not, it's okay. I needed a little bit better of a backup plan in this match. So, and Sinistra really didn't give me the amount of healing I needed. So, that's perfectly fine. Pelipper stays asleep. And we lose our berry. But, Shadow Ball will probably just one-shot with the +1. They do just go for... Wow, if I hit... Ooh. Well, the tough part is Incineroar is probably going to just be faster. So, it was a good try. Alright. Now, like I said, the biggest thing that I feel like we did wrong in this match was really relying too heavily on Archaludon. What I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to bring... Let's do Archaludon, Grimmsnarl, Pelipper, but Urshifu in the back on this one. Because now what I can do is I am just effectively going to Electro Shot into Incineroar and switch into Pelipper immediately. Even if they go for the same play they just did, the main difference will be that Archaludon... Okay. Okay. I'm okay with that. Goes for the Parting Shot to keep Archaludon not so set up. And then probably just Spores into Pelipper. Flutter will come out to start doing its thing again. Yep, Spore comes out. I'm going to just go for the Terra Grass Electro Shot. And we're going to try... I'm actually going to just bring out Grimmsnarl. Because me getting the boost in special defense at the moment will be what I need to effectively just be able to do what I need to in this battle. So, get the light screen up. Most likely are going to sleep on this turn. However, me getting these boosts on Archaludon is effectively what this team is all about. And there we go. Perfect. That's absolutely fine. Because now, if they decide they want to attack, I can just Parting Shot into this slot. And, I don't want Urshifu to take unnecessary damage. So I'm going to go back into Pelipper. Yeah, Pelipper takes the Moonblast. Yep. This is effectively what I want done. I'm going to go back. I'm going to switch Grimmsnarl back out. Because now the team effectively, all I'm doing now is pretty much, yeah, this is all I need to do. Do I give up Grimmsnarl now? I don't necessarily need to. Well, yes. I do. Grimmsnarl's done its job. And Electroshot is just effectively going to mow through my opponent's team. Yeah, you need to get these drops like you do, and you don't, so Fluttermane stays up. Wow. That is insane. I'm just going to go for it. We're going to go for Electroshot. We're going to keep the dream alive. We're going to keep it alive. And there we go. Down goes Flutter. What a monster this Fluttermane was. In all honesty, like, I think Wicked Blow from the last game, how much did it do? We can see, did 48. And I'm at 44. So it will kill. However, I want to see if I can, he just goes Terra Dark. Wow. I'm gonna get Urshifu out here. You have to go for Rage Powder so that I don't get your Urshifu. So I'm not sure, like, yeah. Again, I'll go for this. And on this one, I think it does kill. Yeah, easily. You'll have to spam it. A switch into Incineroar on this play could be really solid for them. Yeah, it just goes for CC. Yep. And then you can just go for CC again and end up winning. I might not even need Mystic Water. You know, effectively speaking... Ooh. Good 1500 battle. Effectively speaking, I am going to try the safety goggles. Yeah, my speed control is a little bit lower, but the biggest thing that I'm trying to do is find a new way to figure out board state. That's the biggest thing that I'm really trying to figure out. So, yeah, today, like I said, really heavily revolving around Archaludon and making a team that really supports it. I think in that battle, like, because Amoonguss was such a problem as a support mon, and I would actually say Flutter was more of the problem, not really Amoonguss. The end game, yes, Amoonguss was a problem, but it was more the Flutter here. In all honesty, though, this match looks like it's going to be pretty tough, but in the same sense, it's not impossible to win. I just need to really play this core really, really smart. So, what we're going to do is we are just going to switch in and out, back and forth. Incineroar on this core really doesn't fit. You know? I was playing around with Tornadus a little bit ago. Maybe Tornadus could help this core immensely. Like, because I get that you'd have, like, effectively two rain setters. But I could make Tornadus really offensive. Like, max speed, max special attack. With Covert Cloak. so that it can do just a really insane amount of damage when it needs to. We do see Snarl, which is a little unfortunate. I'm just going to mitigate the damage from Raging Bolt. And I'm going to start trying to just get the Flutter. We see the... Okay, okay. But what's going to effectively happen here is, yeah, they're lowering my special attack, but I can keep myself at a neutral special attack here and effectively just keep doing what I need to. I'm really not super worried about this. Because, yeah, if they keep spamming Snarl, it'll be perfect, like, it'll be absolutely fine. Boom. Because all I have to do is keep this up. I think I might even... I'm just going to light screen on this turn. Yeah. Yeah, like I'm saying. Go wild. Because now we're at +1. And it's like, yeah, that Flutter Mane is really bulky, but... Do I need... I'm just going to do this. Yeah. And I'm going to switch into Sinistra. See the Moonblast go into that slot. Snarl comes back out. Sinistra and Archaludon. Oh, this is where Archaludon is just going to shine. So, even if you have Landorus in the back, which you most likely do, you need it. Effectively speaking, you have to make the right call here, which it's really not that hard to make. It really isn't. Like, don't overthink this. And then I'm just going to Trick Room. Okay. I'm okay with that. Perfect. Get the Trick Room up. And now I can effectively just go for Body Press and Matcha Gotcha. Yeah, I really don't need to overthink this play at all. Because yes, I'm going to be doing a lot less damage with Sinistra, but because I have +4 defense, or +6 defense with our Archaludon, I'm in such a good spot right now that I don't need to worry. Yeah, we just take out the Ogre Pawn, possibly get a burn. Yeah, I mean, there's effectively nothing they can do when Archaludon's that set up. So, again, just demonstrating the power. Really, though, I think there's a better Mon than Incineroar for this slot. And I think it could be like an Ogre Pawn. An Ogre Pawn could be really good in this slot, actually. I'm probably going to do an Ogre Pawn right there. I like this core because effectively, as you saw last battle, being able to consistently give yourself like, and then I can give the Citrus Berry over to Sinistra to keep Sinistra being able to switch back in and out more often. So, all right, we see Flutter, Incineroar this time. So, what we're gonna do on this one is I am just gonna go for Electroshock. But this time I'm just going to light screen immediately. Perfect. Ooh, knocking off that Assault Vest is going to be big for them. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to Parting Shot into Flutter Mane here. Even if they go for Protect, absolutely fine. That knockoff is going to be huge for them. But this is where we start to have fun. Okay, there we go. Gets the Parting Shot off into our Archaludon. And yes, Flutter Mane can take another one, but I want to be able to keep this pressure up that our Archaludon can just create. So I am just going to go for another Electroshock. I'm going to go for Trick Room on this turn, though. Perfect. It just goes for Taunt, which is absolutely fine. yeah, we just go for another Electro Shot. And I'm going to switch back into Grimmsnarl on this turn. Oh, we take that so well. Earth Power, though, it is going to get us. Yeah. That's okay. This match, though, sadly is most likely over. But it doesn't mean you don't try. So, I think this still works through this. I'm going to try. Yeah, it does. Okay, perfect. Get Sinistra back out here. Goes for the taunt, but I'm not going for Tailwind. Perfect. We just keep spamming Weather Ball into that slot. You have to taunt Sinistra if you want any meaningful, like... Perfect. I am way okay with this. Gives me a little bit of recovery with Sinistra. Dang. Missing Flutter is unfortunate, but it's the game we play at the moment. I'm going to switch into Grimmsnarl, and I'm actually just going to go for another Machagacha. Dang. Okay. It just goes for Electro Web. Okay. Any burns? There we go. I like to see those burns. I'm actually just going to switch. And just Machagacha again. Back into Pelipper. Okay. Goes for Dragon Pulse. It's perfectly fine. I think what I'm going to try to do is this. It just goes for Electro Web, which was, it was the play. Switch back into Grimmsnarl. Go for another Machagacha. Like I said, this one's pretty much over, but you never know. Maybe I can get a crit with Machagacha on the Raging Bolt. But that's how this team is. It's this patient climb. This patient, beastly, I don't know, grind that you have to do with it. Down goes Grimmsnarl. Which, like I said, this is part of it. That slow burn. There we go. Okay. Landorus does come out, but, I mean, you know. I'm just going to Tailwind. Maybe they think that they can just catch me on a, catch me off the, what's it called? I'm actually going to Wide Guard, and I'll Machagacha. Like, Pelipper is my win con. It is. But there's no way Pelipper's going to be able to break through this. Oh, dang. We could have just gone for it, but... Oh! That miss. That's so terrible. You've got this. Dang. That's okay. Sinistra did really well. So, they effectively shut it down by starting with Incineroar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start like this. And then I will bring Archaludon and Pelipper in the back. Because what I'm going to do is we are just effectively going to Light Screen and protect my Urshifu. Even if they predict and just go for Fake Out into Grimmsnarl, absolutely fine. Very much, you know. I could even just Terra Water here. You know what? I'm going to. Because if they over-predict this, I pretty much will just take this game. And yes, it's a very heavy gamble that I'm going for here. But nope, they do go for it, which was a very smart play on their end. However, I can easily just go for this. Boom. boost my damage output and just start going in. So. And yeah, even if they switch in Raging Bolt here, I guess the worst switch they could do is probably Ogre Pawn. But even if it's Raging Bolt here, I just switch into Pelipper. I get as much damage off with Urshifu as I possibly can. This is just even better. I think I get it. I'll get it. Like, I'm not worried. And Archaludon boosting its defense right there. Perfect. One. Oh, easily get it. Easily get it. Okay. So down goes Flutter Mane. That is massive. So now effectively what they can do is just start really pressuring. I don't want them to pressure my Archaludon too much. And I don't want Landorus to get the free... oh, oops. I don't want Landorus to get a free substitute. So I'm just going to go for Dragon Pulse to mitigate the substitute. Yep. Still gets the substitute. Again, I can just Parting Shot here fairly easily. I'm just going to go for Spirit Break. And then I can just go for Body Press because they're not effectively doing anything. So... they just go for... okay. I'll go for Parting Shot. And then, Electro Shot into Incineroar. Actually, let's Parting Shot and Dragon Pulse into Landorus. Okay. I'm going to go into Urshifu here. They do just Sludge Bomb, but that's legitimately nothing. I'm just going to Protect, and I'm going to go for Body Press into Landorus. Because at this moment, yeah, at this moment in time, Archaludon is so set. Yeah, you knock off the Assault Vest, but I'm in such a terrifying spot, like, just offensively. It is ridiculous. So I can just bring back out Grimmsnarl here. Did I set Light Screen turn 1? I think I did. Yeah, I did. Okay. So if Grimmsnarl can live on this turn, awesome. It most likely won't. So I'm not going to let myself just kind of go, oh, well, you know, I'm obviously going to live, because this is the gamble of running a team like this. Like, I have a very heavy electric weakness, which is fine. It's okay. Because now the one thing that could stop me, which is the Raging Bolt, is now off the picture. And the reason on why I say it's the one thing it can stop me. What I can do is all I have to do is ensure that Landorus here. Because yes, it's going to go just straight for... it can go just straight for... Earth Power to take out Archaludon. But that's where we just kind of make sure we cover all of our bases. And now I can just Weather Ball, and I can start doing my build-ups again. Perfectly fine. Because Landorus is the only one that can output enough offense to stop me. Surging Strikes obviously is a one-shot. And there we go. Easy Snowball. And perfect. That's where this team can be powerful. We'll do one more game. But I actually think, like, instead of Incineroar, I kind of want to do something that could help with my electric weakness. I'm just checking something. Because I highly doubt that... I mean, maybe. No. 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 Scratch that idea. I'm going to go Gouging Fire. Just let myself kind of get the support I need. I like Terra Fairy. Breaking Swipe, Heat Crash, Burning. And then pretty much the biggest thing that I need to consider with this team right now is if Howl is going to help it. And it really doesn't. Like, it helps Urshifu. And it does help Gouging Fire. I mean, it could still be a good option. Snarl could also be a really solid option. Ironhead could be really good too. I'm gonna go Snarl. I like Snarl. Then I'm gonna go with this regular Jolly set at 146 base speed, 146 defense, 140 or 145 on each of these. Sorry. 276. Perfect. That is a perfect Gouging Fire. This just helps the rain with a bridge. Awesome. A lot of people are running almost this exact same core. I don't understand. Like, so many people are liking the Assault Vest, Raging Bolt with the booster speed Flutter. Yeah, like, it's just minor tweaks here and there, just for preference. So we get to just see how good we are against this squad today. In all honesty, I think I want to do Pelipper and Gouging Fire. Urshifu makes a lot of sense here too. Like, it really does. Sinistra kind of does too. I'm going to go Gouging on this one. Just specifically because there's this Raging Bolt. And yes, I know Raging Bolt beats Gouging Fire. I understand that. However, like, I feel like Gouging can actually support pretty decently. It can be a good pivotal switch in. Where, like, Sinistra, you want to wait a second to switch in. Ooh, and speaking about Sinistra, I almost forgot to switch up its item. Citrus Berry. Haha. Alright, sweet. Effectively speaking, I could just go Light Screen. I'm just gonna Parting Shot. Get Pelipper's butt in here. Get some damage into Flutter. Call it good. That's okay. That's okay. I got what I wanted to out of Pelipper. The rain has been set. Grimmsnarl can come back out. I am literally just going to go for Dragon Pulse into Spirit Break on Lander. Actually, we can just go for Dragon Pulse. Electroshot is fine in Light Screen. Yeah, because I thought that they would go, okay, I don't want Grimmsnarl in, maybe some damage in on Grimmsnarl. Maybe they'll overthink it. And I am not going to overthink that play. Urshifu does come in. I might live, I might not. It is a gamble, though, that I have to kind of take. Actually, if I Electro Shot and Parting Shot into Landorus, I might live this. Not with the Terra Dark. Ooh, this is going to be close. Okay. Now I don't necessarily need to worry about Landorus. I'm going to go for another Electro Shot, obviously. I'm going to just go for Spirit Break into Landorus on this turn so I can get some damage off into it. Yeah. That's absolutely fine. That crit is massive. That is a massive critical hit. But now I'm just going to go for... Snarl will be smarter. And then just Parting Shot. Because Snarl will just make sure that Landorus is so weak that it just effectively can't do damage. So, oh, okay. I'm fine with that. I'm absolutely fine with that. Snarl does that very minuscule amount of damage. Heat Crash will be plenty to get it. I want to do this, though. Because I thought you might want to. Yep. Okay. Breaking Swipe into Spirit Break. Okay. I probably should have just gone for Heat Crash. Yeah, Heat Crash would have won me that game. Dang. That's okay. Oh. Yeah, Heat Crash would have won me that game. That's sad. That's okay. But at least I know now. Like, I was thinking, like, oh, we'll spread damage. It's like, no. I don't do that much damage. Heat Crash needs to happen so that I can get that double up. And then the Spirit Break would have been plenty to get rid of Landorus, so. But, as we can see, Archaludon Grimmsnarl is honestly a really solid lead. So, I'm not gonna... I'm actually thinking, like, Urshifu Sinistra could be a really good lead. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Because what Sinistra will provide is Follow Me pressure. And then we can just do Pelipper. Because you don't have Dazzling Gleam, do you? No, it doesn't. Yeah, we'll just go Pelipper Archaludon in the back. Because all I have to do is effectively just Follow Me. Yeah, I just Follow Me, Terra Water. Smart. I'm just going to switch into Archaludon here, and I'm going to Trick Room. There we go. That's a better Trick Room. Yep. Hey, that's okay with me. I get to +2 defense immediately, and I can just start body pressing and going for Matcha Gotcha. I'm okay with that. Oh, that does such good damage. That is so good. And now I can bring out my super slow Urshifu. It did 24. So what I can do is I can just protect and Matcha Gotcha on this turn. Actually, how much did that do? 52? Yeah, no. I can easily just Matcha Gotcha. I can easily just go for freaking Close Combat into Ogerpon and Rage Powder. Oh, that was dumb. Close Combat into Urshifu and Rage Powder. I didn't think you'd... I'm so confused on why you'd go for that. Oh, well, Rage Powder doesn't really help. Well, yeah, it does. I'm just going to go for Close Combat into Urshifu and Rage Powder. No reason not. Or, you're not really causing a threat. Like, at all. I'm just going to Surging Strikes Flutter. I could even... No. I'm going to Surging Strikes Flutter, and I'm going to Matcha Gotcha. Yeah. There we go. I'm glad I finally decided that. Okay. Now we can just decide who the bigger threat is. And in all honesty, you just combat Rage Powder, because they're not going to be able to hit anything but Sinistra. It's like, oh man, that did so much. But all I got to do is Aqua Jet, and I could even just... I'm going to Protect and Tailwind. That's the best play. Because you can't one-shot Pelipper, because Sheer Force takes away the ability to poison me. So, yeah. Oh, there we go. And now we are ready for Game 3. Here it is, all coming down to the wire. In all honesty, though, I do really like... they led Urshifu. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lead Gouging Fire and Grimmsnarl. And then what I can do in the back... it's either I do Archaludon. I think it's Archaludon Urshifu. It's a weird bring, the way that I've kind of like mapped this one out. But the reason on why I'm doing it like this is because, yeah, I'm just gonna Parting Shot into Flutter Mane. Actually, I'm gonna just get rid of Flutter Mane, because all Flutter Mane will do is just make this match overly complicated, and I don't... Ooh, that crit does matter. So, dang. So I can Aqua Jet Flutter, obviously, which is most likely what I'm going to have to do here. Yeah, Terra Water Aqua Jet into Breaking Swipe is the best play. Even if they see this and switch into, yeah. Even if they saw that and switched into Ogerpon on that play, like, the biggest thing that I had to kind of realize in this moment was, like, we've kind of gotten ourselves into a bit of a predicament with that crit. But like I'm saying, it's like we can't really let that deter the rest of the game. So they still have not used Terra. I'm going to just spam Breaking Swipe, and I'm actually just going to go for close. If I Breaking Swipe here, switch into Archaludon, I actually think that's a really solid play. Okay, perfect, perfect. We're doing pretty good. So they're just going for my Gouging Fire, which was a really smart play from their end. I'm betting they think I'm scared right here. My defense is 156 compared to 120. I don't think I can pick up. I do think I can pick up this. Ooh, okay. That's unfortunate, because Wicked Blow will not kill. Oh, okay. Dragon Pulse just needs to kill. If Dragon Pulse kills... Okay, I can Aqua Jet, they can follow me, they can go for Wicked Blow, right? If I go for Aqua Jet and they follow me... Okay. That's absolutely fine. I could have gone for Aqua Jet. I think that was my only win con. Yeah, Aqua Jet was my only win con. That sucks. Hey, you know what? You can't win them all. You can't win them all. And that's okay. I think that last little bit of an adjustment was something that I really did need to consider. So, and look, they kind of just took over my 16 spot. That's kind of funny. All right. We'll give it one more. We'll give it one more. We should be good. We should be good. Boho Days is their names. Okay. They really don't like Gouging Fire. They really don't like Gouging Fire. I think I want to go something along these lines on this one. Because Gouging Fire can give me a lot of damage mitigation. And Archaludon is just going to give me so much pressure. I really think that Pelipper Gouging Fire can actually really clean up this match. So that's what we'll kind of go for. We see Incineroar and Waterfu. I mean, just going for Urshifu and hard switching. I'm going to Parting Shot. Yeah, that's fine. They go for close combat. Really? Immediately? I'm okay with that. Yeah. Go nuts. Cool. Oh, they go for Parting Shot into Grimmsnarl. That sucks. Because I might not kill with that. Oh, I definitely don't. I would have gotten a lot closer. But, yeah. What we're going to do now is we're going to let Gouging Fire start taking these very hefty... Because in comes Incineroar. Like, Incineroar's coming in right now. So what I'm going to do is... Actually, what I could do is just Breaking Swipe and Spirit Break into Farigiraf. And consistently just keep lowering their HP stat. This is gonna be incredibly challenging because of the fact that they just went for close combat like immediately. But you know, it's okay. It's all part of the learning experience. So you're willing to let your Urshifu go down? Okay. That's fine. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Just go for another Breaking Swipe. I really think that Urshifu can come back in and really solidify you a game. So I don't know why you're just giving it up. Like, I'm actually really curious as to why you just gave up Urshifu. Because Urshifu really could have came back in and just did nasty work. So, I mean, I don't need to do anything else but, like, Snarl and maybe just, like, try to set a light screen. Yeah. There we go. We get the light screen up. In all honesty, I'm just going to Snarl, and I'm going to switch into Pelipper. Let's see what they go for. Do they go for the Parting Shot? Yes. But they go into the Gouging Fire slot. So, that is okay. We see the booster speed, Flutter. I am just going to Heat Crash, and we are going to Terra Flying Hurricane into the Flutter Mane slot. Yeah. We're effectively doing no damage, but that Snarl comes into clutch. Or that, Hurricane. Can't even speak. That Hurricane might save me. I need Flutter to die. There we go. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Okay. Yeah, Hyper Voice comes out. Grimmsnarl can kind of just come back in. It all depends on who you go for. I am just going to try to Spirit Break into Rig and just go for Weather Ball into Incineroar. That crit might matter. Oh, no, it doesn't. Because now all they've got to do is just kind of go boom, boom into the Pelipper slot, so that's okay. Hey, you know what? That was a good game. Them going straight for close combat, I don't know why I didn't think of that. But that's okay. Let's see. Let's see here. If I go with an Archaludon lead again, but this time have Sinistra to really threaten like anything they're wanting to do. That'll just make them want to probably fake out U-turn. Then I can bring in Pelipper and have Gouging Fire in the back, because Gouging Fire, if played right, is just going to be absolutely perfect, so. Okay. Let's see here. Don't know why this is taking a little bit. Okay, there we go. I was wondering what was going on. Sometimes it takes a little bit. But I mean, all this is going to do is just effectively give me very solid switch-ins and switch-outs. So that's all it's going to be able to do with this type of core. And like I said, effectively speaking, I'm just going to go for the very obvious play of just Rage Powder, Electro Shot. Because we don't want to just immediately get wrecked by an Urshifu again. And if I just go for this play and they decide, oh, well, you know, they can't really do anything if I just go for, you know, close combat, I'm effectively just going to make that turn useless for their Urshifu. And if they go for Fake Out into Archaludon, it just puts me at +1 defense, so. Yep. And yeah, I know I have to charge a turn, I get that. However, what this is going to do is it's just going to make Urshifu just super scared. Yep. Perfect. Goes for the knockoff into Sinistcha, which is just fine. And now I can just Electro Shot and switch in Pelipper. Their Trick Room, like if they set it up, it's not threatening to me at all. Because Archaludon is slower than pretty much everything on their team. So, and being able to still have Sinistcha in the back, I can just keep switching back in and out. Give myself full consistent heals. So, I am in no rush. They can do whatever they're wanting to in this moment in time. We take out Incin. Yeah, they do get our Sash on Pelipper, and they get that +1 special attack boost. But Psychic really is going to be your best play to go for with Farigiraf. And I think just going for the Terra Grass switch into Sinistcha if Urshifu comes in. Yes, they could just go straight for U-turn, but in the same sense, I didn't want to overthink this play at all. So, yeah, I mean, Electroshot, Weather Ball, into Flutter Mane is the way I want to go with that. I am perfectly fine with this. Because Weather Ball should do... Yep. And that gives me Flutter. So, I'm absolutely fine with that. And with Archaludon staying up, I can just bring back in Sinistcha, one-shot Urshifu, and yeah, just pretty much take this game. Well, I guess I shouldn't say take this game because, well, you can always get a Psychic crit. And I think that's the only win con for this round is you have to get the Psychic crit. Looks like they're kind of just deciding and thinking about like what they can possibly do differently this upcoming game. So, again, I'm just going to go for the Electro Shot. I'm going to go for Rage Powder. And then we're going to let Archaludon and Gouging Fire kind of take this game for themselves. They're really trying to think of, okay, what can I do to pressure Archaludon or maybe even Sinistcha differently this next game? So, and that's absolutely fine. In all honesty, like, I would prefer if they just go for, if they go for the kill into Sinistcha this next game. It can be really scary if they do, but that'll effectively be the only way they can really come back, I'd say. So, yeah, we just Electro Shot. See how much attack you have. Yeah, Electro Shot just one-shots it. So, we are good. Next up is Game 3. Now, Game 3... going with a similar approach is a little scary because what they can do is they could just one-shot Sinistcha. And that's something I kind of want to try to avoid. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to switch Sinistcha into Pelipper, and I'm going to Terra Grass Archaludon and just go for Electro Shot. Because then I know that I'm going to be able to live the upcoming hit. And then my last mon, I need to kind of decide here. It's either going to be... I think Gouging is still the right call. Because, yes, Rain really mitigates like what Gouging Fire can do for me. However, like, what Gouging Fire is going to be able to bring is a late game sweep. And because a lot of the team, Heat Crash can do just very consistent damage into, I'm not super worried about it. So, yeah, I think Gouging Fire is the right call. I think it's, you know, pretty much the last call we need to be making for the game, because if I bring in Urshifu, the problem with Urshifu is, like, yeah, you beat Ensign, but you really don't. Yeah, you're really not good into anything else. Like, you can kind of beat Flutter, you can kind of beat Farigiraf, you kind of beat the opposing Urshifu, but like, Gouging Fire, really, if it's in the right position and they're all weak enough, can just sweep through the team. So I just have to play this first part of the match incredibly smart, and then kind of come behind with a solid strategy. I'm not sure if they're just letting the clock just run down. We'll see by the lead. They're not letting the clock run down. They're just thinking, okay, I am just going to do this. Because, like I said, the reason I'm going to do this just abrupt play is because even if they go just directly for U-turn, I'm setting our Archaludon up to be able to do what it needs to later in the game. Perfect. There's Ogerpon. Just goes for Flare Blitz, which is absolutely okay. Terra Fire Ivy Cudgel might be able to take me out. I'm just going to go for Weather Ball into Incineroar, because I'm not super scared of this. Yep, that's what I thought. Because I guarantee it would have taken me out. I guarantee. So we get Incineroar out of the way, and now we are in such a good spot that, yeah, this game we can do pretty well with. I'm going to switch back into our Archaludon, and I'm actually just going to Tailwind on this turn. Okay. I'm so confused. Goes for Swords Dance. That's actually a really solid play from their end. Electroshot should kill Urshifu, and then I am just going to go for the Weather Ball into Ogerpon. Perfect. Yep. Perfect. And there is the potential of this squad. So, yeah, a little bit of a long-winded video. Really, I hope you guys enjoy all of these kind of like breakdowns and analysis. I'm going to actually do a few more throughout the week just because we're getting close to kind of, I'd say this is the good midpoint of Regulation F. So really trying to find out what teams are going to be the best, what teams are going to kind of work is something that is going to be really cool to see. I mean, really getting to find out like what cores are really helping what cores, and just seeing like what potential a lot of teams have. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. So what I'll do is I'll plan to make 3 more cores that I actually think are phenomenal in videos, and just kind of put them down, and probably just bulk record so that I can really showcase a few different teams. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day. Continue to live large. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you next time.